Minnie got her first goat head. So this was from a goat that, mama goat that had died and in childbirth, and so we butchered it up for the dogs and we froze it for 3 weeks just to kill any parasites that might be there. And so anyway, now the dogs have really liked the goat meat, and thought it'd be interesting to see what they did with the head. It's still frozen too, by the way. She seems to be digging it though. Oh, sweetie. So I brought it out here on my little area here where I have the carport and the cement for easy cleanup. This is not something I wanted on my kitchen floor. It's kind of nasty looking, but they really do like this stuff. I also got some stillborn calves, that 3 of them, that I went ahead and froze whole. So I'll be posting something later on. I'm trying to get better at these videos, I'm sorry. I'm almost 50 and just learning how to do this technology, but I found these videos really interesting, different videos that I've seen of people who feed their dogs raw like this. And I just found it interesting to see how to feed it to my dogs too. So. Good girl. This is Trinity. She gets a little nervous outside with noises. Getting hard, huh? I don't know if I'm gonna have to break it open with a hammer or something, or if they're gonna be able to eat it apart. She's great, baby. Good girl. I've worked with both my dogs since they were real little, and so they don't mind if we touch them or whatever when they're eating. Yeah, huh, baby girl? Yeah, such a good girl. Yeah. Yeah. You want some help? I apologize for my dog's long nails right now. With the quarantine, she missed her vet visit, and so she hasn't been able to get her toenails trimmed.
She actually likes, when she has big pieces of meat, she'll actually bring them to me, like with bone or something, and that if it's easier for me to hold it, she likes me to hold on to it so she can chew a big hunk of it off and then chew it off in her mouth. I don't know. They're weird. I don't know what she got. Looks like. Oops, sorry. Doing it sideways. There you go. I cut the horns off like an idiot. I cut the horns off and I ended up, here's my thumb, ended up having to go to the urgent care, get a few stitches, but anyway. But I ended up cutting those off and they used those as a chew toy. They really enjoyed those. There's still a little bit of them left, but. Huh? That was a good chew toy, huh? Girl. Okay, come on. Let's let Spike have a turn. Yeah, come on, Denny. Come on. Come on. No, you gotta leave it. Come on. Hey, come on. Let's go inside. Come on. Good girl. Yeah, no. Go inside. Go on. Let's go inside. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get in. I know you don't wanna. Go on. No. Get in. Go. No. Get inside the house. There you go. Good girl. Come on, Spike. Your turn. Yeah, there's Mommy's on the stool. Come here, buddy. There you go. Yeah, your turn. Yeah. Come on. You don't know what to do with it? Boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good boy. Okay, I'll scratch you. You're sitting on me. I don't know why he does this. Make sure it's okay for us to eat it or what, but. Okay, come on. Look it right here. Looky right there. Oh, yummy, yum. Yummy, yum. Yummy, yum. Looky right there. I can't leave both of them out here. Yeah, I'm talking. I can't leave both of them out here when there is fresh food like this. It will just cause a fight. Good boy, yes, I'll bet. I'll scratch you. Yeah, looky. Look what Mama got. Looky, that's nummy. Yeah. Oh, that's just the neighbors. Yep, you're okay. It's all yours, buddy. He takes a while to get into something. When I have it out here especially. I think he's just worried that somebody will come up on him, another dog, to try to take his yummy away. Huh? It's okay. This is yours. It's all yours. See? Yeah. What is it? Oh, what is it? Ooh, da-num. Da-da-nummy, yeah. Your sister was eating it. I'm curious what he does, because he will eat up an entire, if I have a small little rabbit, he'll just eat the whole thing. So, and he's more my guy that eats stuff more whole prey, where she likes it, Trinity likes it cut up normally. Yeah, you like to take your time eating your food, don't ya? You chew every little thing. Trini likes to chomp it and gobble it down. Good boy. Good boy, bag. What is that? Ooh, those are teeth. Get good? Get good, huh? Yeah. It is nummy, huh? I have done so many things I never thought I'd do before. Like this. It seems so morbid and gross, but it is nature. It's really not that bad once you get used to it. Really, it's when you think about it, it really is nice though that I can repurpose things that have died, like the miscarriages and stuff. It's such a sad thing. I mean, those, like the little lambs, I'll have to do something on those because they were just so cute. Oh my God, just perfect little lambs. But they ended up dying. Yeah, they ended up dying, and you know, I mean, that's sad. Nobody can stop it.
This mama goat, she died too. But I don't know. I think that it's nice that we can reuse at least use the meat and stuff for the dogs. I was able to share with this mama goat, I was able to share with another raw feeder. I don't know, I got like around 60 pounds of meat and bone and stuff out of it. And I think it was around 130-pound goat. And I ended up throwing away the hide and the bottom of the legs and the feet. I think I threw those away. But that's all I threw away. And so I got a lot of meat and stuff off of it, and I was shared with another lady, and you know, luckily it was right before quarantine and all that, right around that time, and I was able to share some meat with her, and her work had been cut down because of the quarantine, so she was, you know, kind of worrying about dog food and stuff, and so, you know, she was able to have some good meat for her dogs and not have to worry about affording, you know, some meat. And me too. We're still in quarantine now here in Indiana, somewhat. But yeah, Spike he's enjoying it, him and Ninny. Yeah. And it gives him a break, because normally I process chickens, and I haven't been getting many of those, but rabbits is the other one that they eat a lot, rabbits and ducks and geese. But they don't get a lot of beef and goat and stuff, so they were able to eat out of this, the liver, they ate that the other day. The afterbirth, I cut that all up. It was still attached to the mama goat. And I'm trying to think what else. Afterbirth. Oh, her udder. Yeah, her udder too. I had thought maybe it was like full of milk because it was really big, because she had just had babies, which had died too. But I was able to cut it up. It's a weird consistency, but I was able to cut it up and for them to eat that too, along with the meat, all the meat and most of the bones. I guess the bones I didn't use were the big bones. I just cut the meat off the big bones, like the legs and stuff. Yeah, good, huh? I do have to watch out though, because I believe they shot this goat. So that was probably somewhere in the head, which I look and I don't stop moving it, Spike. I don't see necessarily. This is all just where I cut it, the horns off, and I had to kind of cut that out. I tried to take all the skin and hair off. Trinity has had a reaction before to hair on cow ears, because they had been sprayed with some kind of anti-fly or something, and she's real highly allergic to any pesticides, so I have to be real careful of that. And also, like I was saying about if they shot this, I have to be real careful that they don't get any bullet fragments. So I'll let him eat on this for a little bit where he is eating, and then once it thaws, I'll take it apart a little more for him, I think. I doubt I'll let him eat the whole thing. Not in one day, huh, buddy? We'll put it back in the fridge. Let it frost some more. Back in the bag. I've had people comment and call me different places, not even on my own post, but on different places, call me an animal abuser and stuff, and I don't know, I just think that's really stupid and uneducated, I guess. especially when it's about the bunnies. I call them bunnies because they're just so cute. But, you know, just like the baby lambs, they're very, very cute. And I love them when they're alive, but they are being raised for meat. You know, I mean, that's what they're being sold to me by the farmers. Just like chickens, they raise them for meat or eggs, and then when it's time, they have to be butchered. And some people don't like it. And I get it, because they are absolutely just the most adorable things. I had a pet bunny once. And no, we didn't eat it. I never would have thought of that, eating rabbit, until recently when I got into raw feeding with my dogs. And then I found out that there are a lot of people that actually eat rabbit. And we started eating it, and now we actually like it too. It actually tastes better than chicken in our opinion, and is a lot more tender. It's a lot tender and juicy, and I love it. And Spike loves it. Trinity won't eat it unless I dehydrate it or cook it. Boy, he's really getting in there. Cheap. Oh, that's just Craig. He's just working in his garage. And I wondered if I was going to have to break this up, but it doesn't look like it. It's hard to chop up the bones and stuff on here. You're working that thing over, aren't you, buddy? It must be so hard to eat without hands. Yes, hard to eat without hands. Big boy. Look at the big boy. You want me to hold that for you? There you go. Oops. I'm trying to help you, buddy. There you go. Get it? I can't hold it for you. Well, somebody's not in quarantine, huh? I'm glad they're getting out and riding their bikes today. It's beautiful out here. What is it? Somebody's got their music playing, huh? Yeah, you're really loud, buddy. Well, I will probably break that up and look for those. Look to see if where it was shot. And give them a little easier time of chewing. Yeah. But anyway, I hope you found this interesting. I may post more. I just don't know anybody else that does this stuff. Not very many anyway. And I find it very interesting. Oh wow. Looks like it still has some hay in its mouth. What's in there? Oh, yeah, what's in there? What is it? Yeah, it is. You gonna eat it? Okay. Oh, their teeth are black. It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross. Spike likes it. You know, they eat tripe, green tripe, which is cow stomach, or like deer or goat stomach. But they do like the green tripe. And I don't think I kept that this time. I'm really not sure why. It was my first time butchering a goat, and I just kind of did it half-ass. But since it was for the dogs, I didn't really know how to cut it up. But oh, it looks like their teeth are black. It's kind of weird.
You guys need this for any reason?
Just 1 second. I'll get right back to you. All right, well, bye, everybody. Say bye, Spike.